And good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to Tilson Live. It's Tuesday. It's 2 o'clock. We are live on YouTube, live on Facebook, like we are each and every single week, coming at you talking about all things building on your land. I'm Eric Allard, part of the fourth generation of the Tilson family, joined as I am each and every week. We have an extra. Hold on. I'll introduce her in a minute. You'll be glad she's here. But I am joined, as I am each and every single week, by the great, the magnificent, the marvelous Dawn Dantzler. Good afternoon, Dawn. How are you?
I'm good. How are you doing?
I am fantastic. Just,
wonderful.
Kind of a balmy day, real hot. Just kind of trying to, short sleeves going on.
Getting by, yeah.
Yeah. It's very nice outside. So it actually is pretty now. Anyway, so no, we are hunkered down. We know a lot of you are working from home today. We understand that. So anyway, we are live on YouTube, live on Facebook, as we are each and every single week. Talk to you about things building on your land. We have a very special presentation today, which is why we have another guest. So joining us today, also, of course, folks, drop in to the chat where you're watching from, where you're building, what part of the process you are in. We want to hear from you. We want to answer all of your questions. We know that you may have questions about, winterization. If you do, you're probably a day late. So
a little late.
Okay, that's all right, though. We can still help you. We can help you grind through the rest of it. It's going to be colder tonight. But while we are introducing our guest today, drop into the chat again where you are watching from, where you're building, and what part of the process you are in. Are you kind of just thinking about starting this thing? Did you have a neighbor? Did you have a family member? Or someone refer you to do this? Or maybe you're already under contract and you've done your site evaluation, you're working through that part of the process, or maybe you're under construction. We want to hear from you. Maybe you've done all this and you're sitting there by your fireplace just laughing at everybody who's kind of freaking out. So anyway, jump into the chat. Do tell us where you're building, where you're watching from, and what part of the process you're in. While you do that, I want to introduce our guest. And it's going to make a lot of sense here in a second why we're doing this. So we have with us today Jenn Gonzalez from the Republic Grand Ranch office of Tilson Homes up in Willis, Texas. Welcome, Jenn.
Welcome. Hi, Tilson family. How are you?
Okay, so Jenn is joining us because she is a subject matter expert, perhaps the subject matter expert on what, Dawn? Why in the world would she be joining us here today? Besides that, she's a great friend of ours and we love her.
Yeah, well, we just like her. But yeah, we are so excited today. We are going to be showing off the Lone Star model, which is our new model out in Republic Grand Ranch. And so just very excited to show off the home, and it is a very big home. So we really, in this case, wanted a subject matter expert to kind of help, talk about all the different homes. Because the other thing that's really unique about that, as far as our models go, is the house is so big. Catherine was able to plan it out, the regional manager there, so that every room is showing different cabinet colors, different, countertop choices, things like that. So it's great to have Jenn with us because she knows all of that inside and out.
Yes,
yeah,
it's a great opportunity.
In this particular house. So yeah, we are grateful that Jenn, you agreed to take time out of your day and join us and help walk everybody here through this fantastic house that you get to walk through every single day. So
every single day, yes.
Yeah. So tell us a little bit about before we get started. Tell us a little about your journey, kind of what brought you to the Tilson family. Why do you do what you do, and take it away for a second.
Of course. Thank you, Eric. I've been with the Tilson family now for 2 years, started working out of the Huntsville office, and now we have officially transferred over to our Republic Grand Ranch location. We're backed up by a wonderful team, and it's just a great thing and so rewarding to be able to create people's vision into reality. And that's truly why we're here and why we love doing what we do.
Yeah, that's really, really cool. And I know
Yes.
you had a relationship with Catherine, if I remember right? So you had some
Yes.
connection there, which is how, a lot of people end up coming and working for us is through
Yes.
referrals and friends and family, of course, sometimes. So, but enough about that. So, because you can't pick your family, I'm told. All that being said, no, we're grateful to have you here, and grateful that all of you guys are joining us today. We have a very exciting show. There's a lot going on in this house. It's a big house. It has a lot of details. Don't let this be the only journey you make through this house. Do make the trip to Republic Grand Ranch. Get to go see Jenn and the team there. It's worth the trip. It's an incredible, it's a masterpiece,
100%.
really. So again, lastly, jump into chat. Tell us where you're watching from, where you're building, part of the process you're in. And of course, if you got any questions, whether it's about this house, the process, site evaluations, site preparation, customization, financing, interest rates, all that kind of good stuff, we would love to help you through this journey. That's the whole point of the show, is to sit here and answer those questions for you guys and remove some of that unfamiliarity, some of that fear that may be lingering, that fear of the unknown. We're here to help. This is what we do. So we love to do that for people. Jenn does it every single day for people. So while we're here, do ask those questions. Dawn, while we get into the show, is there anybody joining us today?
Yes, absolutely. Let's see. We have got Randy, who's joining us from Houston.
Oh, it is.
Hey, Randy. We got Chyla, who's in Cibolo. She has got just a dusting of snow to melt as soon as the sun came out. I'm sorry. We got Denise saying howdy from Snowbound Pearland, trying to stay warm in our 2 inches of snow.
Yeah, they got it good. Pearland. I saw snow on the Galveston seawall. Like that happened.
Oh, wow.
That's not a thing.
That's awesome.
They got hit.
Yeah. And Randy is building on his lot in Canyon Lake.
Oh, beautiful. So. Okay.
We've got Carol, who's looking to build in Malam County.
Nice.
And then we have another Carol over on YouTube, who has a piece of land and is just researching home builders.
Very cool.
Check out our website.
Yeah, she is in Collin County. So awesome. Thanks for joining us. And then we've got Max, who's actually building in Republic Grand Ranch. So
very cool. Okay.
Oh, building a Lone Star. Awesome.
There you go.
Yay. Congratulations.
Congratulations. We've got Jennifer, who's building in Whitesboro. Currently painting the interior this week. Wonderful.
Oh, nice.
Ooh, it's exciting.
Yeah. We've got Cindy. She's in Allen, building in Grayson County. According to Christian, our next step is they will be digging to get ready for pipes and then the foundation pour. Very exciting.
Oh, yeah. All right.
That's awesome. Just getting moving.
Yeah.
And then we've got Scott saying hello from Palestine, getting closer and closer. Awesome.
Very cool. All right. Well, folks, thank you all for joining us, jumping in here. Keep dropping into the chat. Again, where you're building, where you're watching from, part of the process you are in, and any questions you have. There's going to be some that come up when we start going through this thing. That's going to happen. They could pertain to this house or anything else you want to ask about. We are here to help you. So, Dawn, without any further ado,
let's start talking about it. All right. So our Lone Star plan has 2 elevations. So we do have a B elevation, which is more of what, our team refers to kind of as a Texas ranch style. So a combination of board and batten with some rough sawn wood accents and some stone going on. And then we have the elevation C, which is what you'll actually see when you go to Republic Grand Ranch, because that's what we built as the model. So it's got, it's got the brick going on. It's got, some, the siding. And then we've also, got some more like kind of farmhouse inspired things. So huge front porches. We actually have some metal roof on it, and just a gorgeous, gorgeous house. So like I said, the C is the model elevation. So this is just a closer look at that. And then the base floor plan, like we mentioned, this is, she's big. She's a big girl. The Lone Star is a very big house. So, with our model in Republic Grand Ranch, we're really excited because we don't often get the opportunity to kind of build our models in the environment where our customers are actually going to live. So we did go for a very big home because we actually have a double lot out in Republic Grand Ranch. So we wanted to make sure that we were going wide. So this floor plan was designed specifically for that lot, for that neighborhood. So it does start at 3,300 square feet, all on one level. And that's just living square footage. That does not include the garage space or those 2 gorgeous large front and back porches that you see there. And it's going to come in the base plan with 4 bedrooms in the study, 3.5 baths, and a 2-car garage. And it is a true split bedroom. So you've got the master suite all the way over on one side of the home, and then the rest of the bedrooms on the other. And that front bedroom even has like a little bit more privacy because it is all by itself. So it serves very well as kind of a guest suite. And what we built in the model is kind of the extended version of that, but it is kind of its own suite off by itself, not sharing, any bedroom wall with the other bedroom. So sections off, and just beautiful, gorgeous home. The master suite, you would be hard pressed to hear what is going on in the other bedrooms because it's,
Yep.
football field away. It feels like it's very large. So very, very nice space.
I know Jen does it every day, but I've gone through there a small handful of times and been there, when I'm meeting somebody there and had to go, like, it's the old salesperson in me. I have to go through everywhere and turn all the lights on and, look at the bed sheets and the pillows and all that. Like, dude, you need like 40 minutes to go through that thing and turn all the lights on and straighten everything out. Like, this is a chore. Like, this is a job.
Yeah, you'll miss some switches sometimes, and you're like, wait, I thought I turned that off. Nope, that was completely on the other side of the house.
Yeah, pack a lot. Really get it.
Yeah, and then this is the model. So this is as we built it. So you've got, like I was talking about, you've got the board and batten siding, you've got metal roofs over those porches in the front, you've got the gable accent. So you can see kind of the farmhouse inspiration. And just huge, just gorgeous space. And you've got, the brick, and you can kind of see over to the side. That's actually our sales office, which is a smaller building. But yeah, just big, beautiful lot. And like I said, you see it better. You can see it really well in this picture of that we were actually building, where our customers would live. So we really went all in on that lifestyle and making sure that this home fit the neighborhood.
Yes.
Yeah, so it's unique, and we're going to get into it. Maybe I'm jumping the gun, Don. If I am, stop me. It's okay. But because we had 3 acres here, and had the ability to build the main house, and then we have a casita of sorts that we're using as our sales center, and also built like a
it's
shop.
A casito.
It's a casita. Yeah, exactly.
That's how you said it before, Don. A gordita.
Yeah, it's the casita gordita. It's like 1,600 square feet, so I don't really like to call it a casita.
But also, we built a metal shop. We had a metal building built, because again, that's the lifestyle that most of our folks are after. The people that are watching this on YouTube and Facebook, and the people building a Republic Grand Ranch, like that's what they want. Is kind of, they have garages or sort of, but then really it's the shop kind of thing that they're after. So we tried to help people visualize that, and really did the site preparation in different ways. So that's why it really is worth the trip, because we did a retaining wall, which you'll see later on here. We did kind of a build to the attic level on the casita, the sales center, and then a pad for the metal shop, so that we can kind of show people all 3 of those in a very real way. And I think they did a really, really good job of that when they build. So.
Yep. All right. So I'm actually going to drop us out of the picture so that everybody can see the full list and talk about the options that we put into this plan. So we did a lot of our options are being shown off. The house, the model as we built it is 3,910 square feet of living area. And so a few of the adjustments kind of starting down at the bottom left, we took that included 2-car garage and made it into a 3-car garage. And then we also did the alternate master bathroom, which is just an absolute showplace. We'll show you that when we get to it, but it's got, cathedral ceilings, freestanding tub, just it's a gorgeous, gorgeous bathroom. And then we did a cathedral ceiling in the master suite as the master bedroom as well. And then in kind of keeping with showing off the lifestyle, we changed that powder bath that comes standard to a cabana bath. So it's got a shower in it, and then it actually has a door that connects to the back porch. So if you have a pool or, just getting dirty outside, you can come in directly into that bathroom and clean up and not have to go into the rest of the areas of the home. So that's a really nice feature that we've done. We also did the alternate kitchen in this home. And what that does is adds a second island. So you get a center island in there, and then it actually adds a butler's pantry. So we took the microwave and moved it out of the main kitchen, put it in that butler's pantry. We also have an ice maker in the model. And so you just kind of got a different place for all kind of your secondary kitchen appliances. So you can do your prep work without getting the main kitchen dirty. And then you still keep a very large storage pantry as well. In the family room, we went ahead and did the cathedral ceiling and the extended the cathedral ceiling on the back porch so that you can take advantage of those wonderful views that we have. So just really raised the roof, made it look even bigger than it actually is. So just gorgeous change there. We also added a fireplace into it. And if you go to the model, actually, we did an electric fireplace in this model. And then between the 2 back bedrooms, we went with the Jack and Jill bath. So that gives each of those bedrooms their own dedicated sink space, their own vanity, while they still share the tub and water closet area. And then we did a different version of that guest bath so that it's more of like a mother-in-law suite where you've got just kind of a better layout on that front section. Just not better, but a different layout. So walk-in shower, a little bit of a larger walk-in closet than what you would get in the standard model. So these are all the changes.
Right. So bringing it out to 3,910 square feet of heated and cooled living area. One story.
Yes.
So it is has a large footprint.
Yes.
So
big, beautiful home.
Yeah. I'd be curious before we get into that. Bring Jen and us back up here, Dawn, if you don't mind.
Yeah, absolutely.
Curious kind of what some of the, and I'm sure we'll get into this a little bit later, but what are some of the features people like most as you're walking them through this model home, so we can kind of be on the lookout for that on the videos.
One of the main things that people love from this plan is walking through the double doors off of the foyer and seeing your main focal point of the cathedral ceilings. As soon as you walk in, it's just stunning. The cathedral ceilings, you get the view of the big windows of the exterior. And Dawn, like you mentioned, we are on 3 acres and you can just see fully what that backyard will look like if you did that cathedral ceiling. And that's really something that a lot of our clients go for. That, and of course, the master bath. Everybody loves that master bath. I even stopped calling it the master bath and just started calling it the master spa because it gives spa feels.
Well, it's y'all's fault. We had to top the LaSalle and that.
Right. Yeah.
Yes.
We were going to move out of that Huntsville model. We had to make sure we were going to a bathroom that was even better.
Oh, absolutely. Yes. And I tell people all the time, if you've seen our model in Huntsville, you have to come out and see our model in Willis because it's a showstopper. Even current residents that live out in Republic Grand Ranch that have built with other builders still come into our model because they've heard such good things about it.
Yeah.
So we're going to pop into one of the first videos. Guys, drop your questions in the chat. We'll come back and answer them here in just a second, and we'll keep this thing going.
All right. Awesome.
Howdy, I'm Eric Gower with Tilson Homes, part of the 4th generation of the Tilson family, and I'm so excited today to take you on a tour of our Lone Star model home in Republic Grand Ranch in Willis, Texas. So we opted to go with elevation C of the Lone Star model. There are multiple elevations, but the way we did it in beautiful Republic Grand Ranch here, we wanted to be able to take advantage of a lot of the outside features since this is in an acreage subdivision. So we've got stone, we've got brick, we've got a lot of cedar accents, board and bat hardy, just to be able to demonstrate all the different exteriors you can do to make this home your own. So another reason we opted for the elevation C was to be able to demonstrate the massive front porch that this home has. And in doing so, we can offer up the 2 separate sitting areas that this home has. We have a swing on one side and a sitting area on the other in front of the study. And you can see it just welcomes you into the front door as you enter this beautiful home. Okay, let's go take a look at the inside. So the Lone Star model home in Republic Grand Ranch starts out at 3,400 square feet. It is a 4-bedroom, 3.5 bath, all 1 story, because most of the customers we see these days, they don't want anything upstairs. The first thing you're going to notice as you walk in is these beautiful 3-foot by 8-foot double doors carrying you into the foyer, pouring natural light in. We've opted for some box beam ceiling treatments in here, a gorgeous fixture that greets you as you come in. And one of the best parts about this design is the study is immediately off of the foyer. So you have that privacy, it's away from other bedrooms, and it's in a beautiful private spot that looks out onto your land with 3 gorgeous windows, allowing you to take some breaks during your work and just take in some of the serene moments of nature, which is why you moved out here to begin with. So the family room of the Lone Star model is massive. And what we've done, we opted for the cathedral ceiling that goes all the way out onto the back porch. This family room is like 23 by 25 feet almost. It's massive. One of the biggest we have in the portfolio, which is great for all those gatherings. We opted for a fireplace, so you got stone and just beautiful ceiling treatments. We have some shiplap on the ceiling, and it's open all the way to the kitchen. A lot of gorgeous views, tons of natural light pouring in and allowing you to look over onto your beautiful piece of property. Let's go take a look at this gorgeous kitchen.
All right.
I'm always happy when I'm not wearing the same thing that I was wearing in the videos. That's a I'm braced for like the first 11 seconds. Like, oh,
What did I wear that day?
this could get awkward.
I don't think you have the fashion police on here, so you're good.
That's good. That's good. Well, that's good because they would be on high alert with me because there ain't a whole lot of fashion going on.
That's awesome. So yeah, there's that beautiful exterior. Jen, did you want to talk about it a little bit, or?
The metal accents, a lot of people gravitate towards that nowadays, and we get questions about that all the time, whether we can add those accents on certain parts of the roof line or just all of it. And yeah, we can. Driveways and sidewalks, for the purpose of this subdivision, we will include it. But truly we'll see how that lays out on your property to accomplish that look off of the front. The stone accents as well. We have some people that choose not to go with the brick accents. And if they wanted to do full stone, they can do that as well. So when we talk about truly custom, we mean truly custom, you guys.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I'm glad you pointed that out because in several subdivisions and in a lot of cities, municipalities who build in, the pricing does vary and does include a lot of those things. That's why when we're steering to that base pricing on the website, that's just base county price. When you come into one of our design centers, which is like so important to make an appointment and come in, the pricing that team is going to be quoting you, Jen, is going to be specific to where you're building. Like if you tell us that you're building a Republic Grand Ranch, the pricing they give you is going to include all of the stuff that is required in the subdivision. So that's a great point. And you want to get that total picture.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yes.
All right. And this is that beautiful, gorgeous foyer. I just love that ceiling treatment. Like it's amazing. Like when you walk in, it's just such a grand entrance.
It's hard to get the scale from this picture because those are 2 3-foot wide, 8-foot tall doors, and then have like windows on either side of it and windows over to like that. This thing it's so big when you walk in.
13 feet wide.
Yeah.
That's a big entryway.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Yeah, 13 feet. That's as big as bigger than most secondary bedrooms.
Yep.
Significantly bigger, actually, than most secondary bedrooms. So.
Yes, and you have those 11-foot ceilings that add a nice touch with those windows on top of the foyer that just bring in that extra lighting, which is really nice.
Yeah, that was my impression when I first walked in this model was I think the first thing I said is I feel short. And then just how light and bright everything is because you've got all of those windows coming in. Got all the light coming in through those windows. It's just absolutely beautiful. And that fixture, like the team did an amazing job on this model. It's just beautiful.
It's actually one of our popular lighting packages.
Yeah.
A lot of clients tend to gravitate towards that package.
I can see why.
Yes.
I can also say if y'all go in and it's been like within a week or so when either Hunter or I've been in there, this guitar will be tuned up if y'all want to sit down and pick a little bit.
Yes.
It stays in tune.
Yes.
Very nice.
It is true.
It's true.
And then we've got, that gorgeous study, better view of the guitar. And yeah, we've got the decorators put a nice record collection in here for us, which I think Eric, didn't you make that record?
Oh yeah, no. If I'm there, when you walk into the house, you'll be hearing either Sturgill Simpson or Merle Haggard. That's what you're going to be listening to when you walk in. It's going.
Eric was very upset when this model was first put together because the designers took the cord for the record player with them.
Exactly. Yeah, I feel like I was grounded.
So
Vitriol is fully functional, and you're going to get a good dose of Merle Haggard or Sturgill Simpson when you walk in. What's happening?
Yeah.
But yeah, just beautiful. Again, really large windows with the transom windows above them. So you've got all this light coming. I don't know how much work I would get done in this study, to be honest. Like I would have to put my back to the windows. I don't know, but it's just a beautiful, beautiful space. Love it. And the other thing I really like that we kind of don't talk as much about because it does, we always have the French doors open, but you've got that nice built-in bookcase tucked over on the side too, which I think was a really nice feature that they included.
Yes. That herringbone pattern on the flooring too is a nice detail. Those 11-foot ceilings, they just make everything feel so much more grand.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
It's absolutely gorgeous.
Controls room.
And then just the amazing family room. I mean, this is just a huge entertaining space, and you've got those cathedral ceilings, and we've got the shiplap up there, which we don't show quite as often. So it was nice to see what that looks like in the space, and it just kind of adds to the lightness and brightness of the room. I really like that touch. And yeah, just absolutely gorgeous. And we'll talk more about it later, but we also have the really large sliding glass doors that fully open up to the outside. So
Yeah,
Yes.
but don't let it get lost on you. This is 2 full-size sofas, like oversized sofas.
Yep.
And this room just easily accommodates that.
yeah, and we're like trying to like zoom in so you guys can see more of the furniture and stuff. Like this is still a very big, it's a
Yeah.
very,
Yes.
very large space. It's very hard to get it all in one picture. Like it's incredible.
Yeah, I love that you pointed out that those are the full-size couches, Eric, because there's still plenty of walking room even around them.
Yeah.
So
Mhm.
yes, you have full-size couches, but you still have plenty of room to walk around and still be able to make the most functional, like you can walk around it and it's so functional all the way around. There's plenty of room to walk around it and you don't feel cramped. You don't feel like
No, you don't. It still feels cozy enough, but you got
Yes.
plenty of space. Like, but you don't
Yes.
feel like out of scale. You're like overwhelmed with, oh my gosh, how are we going to fill this space up? Like it's
right.
a very
Mhm.
comfortable, well-designed space.
Mhm.
Very nice. All right. Well,
Cool.
we do
Well, we
have
got
some
questions to
questions. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So let's see. We have got Jason from Facebook, Jason and Steph researching for a build in Bernie.
Oh, very cool.
Thanks for joining us.
Yeah.
We got Sydney saying, hey, everyone. So awesome to see you, Jen. Hey,
Oh.
Sydney.
That's sweet.
Right to the spring team.
Ah, we got Taisha saying hello, building the Marion in Victoria County. The spray foam is complete. Stone is about 90% completed. Super excited going from a piece of land to my beautiful forever home.
That's
Oh,
it.
that's
Yes.
awesome.
That's so cool. That's the vision. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely. We've got Gina, the Cunningham's building in B County. Framing is complete, almost dried in. Chuck is awesome. Keeps us informed always. Appreciate the crews who have worked on our dreams thus far. They've all been great. Oh, that's wonderful to hear. Thank you for sharing that.
Very cool.
And we've got Eric. What about the warranty process? I've had this home for 2 to 3 years, and I'm having more problems with this HVAC system than the old house I used to live in.
All right. So yeah, we do have obviously we have our own warranty team. So we've got on the HVAC specifically, we'll stick to that. There's a 2-year warranty that's offered through Tilson for the HVAC, electrical, and plumbing, in fact. And then that doesn't count or include the manufacturer's warranties. So if you're having some kind of issues with the AC, obviously the 2 or 3 is going to make a difference on what is covered by us. But we haven't been having a lot of HVAC issues that I know of. So it would be worth reaching out to our warranty team. Don can probably drop that into the chat, or somebody can. We'll drop into the chat how to get a hold of them. And certainly we can help you get in touch with the manufacturer as well if it's some kind of a manufacturer issue, because a lot of those things have 5-10 year warranties on a lot of the equipment itself,
Right.
For sure on the parts. So it's worth reaching out. But if it's just like a balancing issue, I just don't know the issue that you might be having, Eric, but we'd be glad to help you any way we can, for sure.
All right. We've got Jason asking, are water softeners and or water filtration systems included in the base pricing, or are they add-ons?
So yeah, Jason, we don't include them because not everybody needs them. So same thing with like septic systems, for example. Not every one of our customers is on a septic system, so we don't include a septic in the base pricing. And I'm assuming, Jason, what you're talking about is what you would see like on our website, the base pricing for the county. And so not everybody needs water softeners or water filtration systems. Some people need both. Some people need one or the other. So our recommendation is, particularly if you're going to be on a water well, is to have the water tested. So you can take it to a facility and have it tested. There's several different companies that will test them for you, and they kind of tell you what the mineral count is, what the hardness is, iron, all the different kind of stuff like that. If you need a water softener or not, how many gallons you need to go through on that water softener before it needs to do a regeneration. So it's not just a one size fits all situation. What we can do, if you want us to, is to rough in for the water softener. That's an important thing to do. It's not mission critical. It's not like you can't add one later. There's tons of them that are added aftermarket, but it makes it a lot easier if you will go ahead and let us rough in for a water softener, because we'll just put the drain there, the water supply, the drain, a T, a valve that we can turn off and on. and a 110 outlet to shoot, because it doesn't require power for a water softener. So it is kind of nice to have it all set up and ready to go. Oh, and a drain that goes out and takes the regenerated water out of the house. We don't recommend it go into the septic system. I don't think it can go into the sewer system. It can go into the septic, but it has to go into like the third tank, which is the pump tank. But then you're going to spray salt water out on your grass, and that's not going to be good for it. But all that to say that it's nice to have, and Bernie is a great place to do this. Have like a little rock bed. Got plenty of rock around there. Have like a little rock bed that goes out, and that's what it drains into. That's what I do at my house. I do have a water softener. And I DIY'd it. It's not very attractive. My wife gives me a hard time about it, but you know what? It works. Okay. And nobody complains about when we have water. They do complain when we don't have water, which is a problem sometimes. But
yeah.
Anyway, all that to say, yeah, I'd want it to be specific to your water test.
Okay. All right. And then we've got Randy asking, what is the width of this home?
It's like 111 feet, if I looked at it right. Is that right?
Yes. Yep.
Big.
Yeah.
Very wide.
She big.
Big mama.
Yeah. Gina's asking if we wanted to add rock wall installation between some interior rooms, can we do that ourselves, or would that need to be a change order?
Okay, so I'm envisioning kind of what we have, Jen, in the model. Like that's kind of what's in my head when she's asking rock wall installation. So like, and so Gina, tell us when we get there in a second if that's what you were talking about. If it's something like that, I would recommend. I mean, it can be done later. I would recommend you let us do it if, depending on where you are in the process. You know, I don't know if your stonemason's already done, or if we've ordered enough stone to be able to do something like that, or kind of where we are in the process, Gina. So, ask us and see. I mean, if you're in the sales part of the process, it's very simple. Jen, Jen would just calculate the square footage and put it on a change order. If you're under construction, I'm not saying it can't be done at this point on a change order, but it would definitely be up to your building superintendent, because I don't know when things have been ordered and that stuff is procured and sitting in the yard somewhere, or you want to be sure that you want to get your stone all together, because it can vary in coloration from where it comes from in the quarry. So you don't want to order a house full of it and then a month. I mean, outside versus inside, it's not as big of a deal. You definitely don't want to, like run out halfway down your garage and then start with another batch at the same spot. It is going to look different. So you kind of want to get it all around the same time they were quarrying it, but it's not as huge of a deal when it's inside. Is that fair, Jen? Okay.
Good. All right. And then Randy is asking if the double door is a standard offering or an option.
Jen, what do we do? What is it?
Double door standard offering or an option? Yes. No matter what plan we're working with, I don't want to say that we can do this to every plan, but your salesperson, your sales consultant will do their best to accommodate that double door off of the front. If it's a true custom plan where we're just having to add a double door to a single door, then we can also make that happen as well. But the double door is standard on this plan. Okay. If we're talking about the foyer entry, yes.
Yeah. All right. And then we've got Denise asking, are we still 4 months for the upfront process? We're 3 months in and I don't feel like we've gotten very far.
For the most part, yeah, Denise, that's kind of what we're averaging 4 or 5 months. Depends on, everything that needs to be done ACC wise, subdivision approvals. So, but certainly, reach out to your sales consultant and find out, because again, it's kind of a weird way to think about it, but Tilson locks our customers in on a price up front that we don't get paid for till the house is completely finished. In most situations, on all loan situations. And so it really does behoove us to get the house started, because any amount of time that it drags out, weird things can happen. Right. So, and the odds of prices going down is not one of those weird things that's going to happen, particularly in the first half of a year. So it's really beneficial for us just from a pure business standpoint, not to mention the most important part from your experience standpoint, but to get out there and get to work as soon as we can, because we lock in your price. We don't necessarily lock in prices on all those other things until we cut purchase orders for them. And so the sooner we can get that done, the more protected we are from a business standpoint. So I promise you that we are 100% on your side, and your salesperson is too, because of the way that we do that system, right, Jen? So
yes. And depending on the conditions of your property as well, right? Are you in a subdivision? Are you not? If we're completely rural, don't have a construction drive yet, you need a culvert, and we're setting things in stone. These are things that your salesperson will be able to get with you on and help prepare to help that, pre-construction, before you actually get released to construction. They'll help you prepare for that journey and be set to actually release you. But if you already have some of those things set in stone, then you should be smooth sailing. But if not, then it can sometimes take a little bit longer. But I would reach out to your salesperson and see what step or what stage you're in and what's to come next. And I can guarantee that.
She's a long time loyal follower. Met her actually at the grand opening of the Republic Grand Ranch model. She was out there, came to see us. So
Yeah.
we'll get you an answer. Get
absolutely.
We'll get it done.
Yes.
All right. And then we've got Sarah over on YouTube saying, hi, Jen.
Hi.
And then we've got Jason saying, thank you very much for the info on the water softeners. Yes, we have a lot of rock on our property, so all set.
Yeah.
And then we've got another Jen that you may know saying, look at these Tilson rock stars. Excited to see you all at the reunion. We're excited to see you too. And then we've got Jason saying, hey guys, sorry for my tardiness. Jason,
Your excuse.
Fine. Your excuse.
Yes.
Finally got the septic design. The access drive should be finished next week, along with setting up the water. This has not been a difficult process at all, but the weather is delaying the drive. Yeah, just a little bit. Just
Tis the season, Jason. Tis the season, buddy.
Gotta love it.
Hang in there. Yeah.
All right. And then Gina is saying rock wall insulation between rooms that are interior for better sound
But there
quality.
was a space between when she said rock and wall before.
Right. Okay. So we're talking about a rock wall plan,
Plan,
insulation between the rooms. Okay.
Well, I think what she's talking about is well, I'm hoping what she's talking about is that's a brand, I believe. Rockwall.
Okay.
So for sound deadening, and yeah, you need to do that. Like, I don't know what the lead time is on that stuff, or necessarily how it plays into what the the sheetrocker and all that kind of stuff is going to get done. But you can, if you have something like that, if it's at the frame stage and you want to put it in yourself, we don't necessarily have a problem with that. I still encourage you to run it by. So it's actual pieces of insulation you can put in between the walls.
Okay.
And, do run it by your building superintendent. We just want to be aware of that kind of stuff because we want to be able to tell our trades, obviously we're not responsible for if it gets damaged, that kind of stuff. We're not going to just go willy-nilly cutting through the house on it, but there are electrical lines going to be running through there, right? For your outlets, there's plumbing lines running through there for your sinks or even sewer going back and forth. So there's some things we definitely don't want you messing with. And also we want to be sure that it can still be accessed by an inspector when the right time comes. So definitely get that aligned. I'm not saying we can't do it, but I'm also not saying you can't do it. You can probably do that yourself if you wanted to. I don't think it's a very difficult process. But do get your building superintendent in the loop just so that he or she is aware of what's going on in there and why that stuff's there and when it's going in and when inspections are happening and when the sheetrockers lined up for and that kind of stuff. So very important. Just communicate. You're good, Gina.
Yeah. All right. Awesome.
Also important to let your salesperson know in advance too if you have plans for sound damping, especially in new media rooms that are coming in.
Mm-hmm.
People love to do those sound barrier walls, and we can definitely do that. Including like solid core doors. It's like the little details. If you're wanting a heavier door to just add some more a sound barrier in between the rooms, we can do that as well. But it's important to make that job specification on the plans.
It's a great point. Yeah.
Yeah.
Much better than to do it for sure. Great questions, guys. Keep dropping your questions in the chat. We want to hear some more from you.
But in the meantime, let's look at this kitchen.
Okay, we'll go.
Yes.
If I twist your arm.
So just like with any home, the kitchen is the heart and soul of the Lone Star design. We opted for the alternate kitchen, which gives you two separate islands, kind of a buffet and serving island, and an island that guests can sit at, where your sink is. We have a farmhouse style sink. There's outlets in both islands that you can use that have wireless chargers on top and places to plug in like crock pots or warming dishes, things like that. Also, there's tons and tons of features in this kitchen. We have barn doors that are covering other storage for cabinets. In addition to that, you want to be sure and check out like your pull-out trays and just all kinds of easier ways to store those things. Your kind of heavier pots and pans that are hard to get to. We've really thought out the design of this kitchen to be not only beautiful, but functional for people who are actually living in their homes in the country. You got your trash can pull out that's right here beside the sink. So it's real easy to break your food off into that. So you're not putting it down the disposal into your septic system. Again, the serving island. And then we opted to go with some double ovens in this particular model home. And it has a lot of storage underneath for either cookie sheets or larger pots and pans, full extension, soft closed drawers throughout the home. That's gonna be standard no matter what. And we allowed stone on the inside wall here, which brings, again, bringing those outside elements in, the entire wall of stone in the kitchen. It flows into the dining room as well. But this kitchen is absolutely stunning. We got a pot filler, we've got a wood decorative hood, tons of storage, and just a great place to entertain your family. So one of the neat design features we wanted to incorporate here when our design team got a hold of this was try to get some of these appliances off of the countertops because they're so beautiful and the backsplashes, we don't want to hide them with appliances. In doing so, we designed a butler's pantry where some of those appliances actually go. So let's go take a look at it. So here in our butler's pantry is where we put a built-in microwave. We've opted for an ice maker as well. And it's a great place for storage and for prep. So you can have your crock pots in here, you can have bread makers in here, those kind of things going, but it frees up your countertop space in your kitchen. Tons of cabinet storage. We've got open shelving storage, a gorgeous backsplash that just really does draw your eyes in here and make it a really beautiful finishing piece of the kitchen. So for those of you who like a lot of storage, don't worry, there is an actual pantry. Let's go take a look at that. So right off the butler's pantry is the actual pantry. So if you don't want your, cans of Rotel and Campbell's soup being visible to your guest, this is where all those would go. But tons of storage, designed for country living, where you don't have to make a bunch of trips to the grocery store. You have tons of places to put stuff. So the dining room of the Lone Star home, because we opted to have one large dining space, is enormous. It is over 13 feet by 15 feet. We have it set up to accommodate an 8-person table. It will easily accommodate a 10 to 12-person table. We wanted this space like this so that you have these massive 6-foot by 6-foot fixed windows, allowing you to view the gorgeous piece of property that you put this house on. So as you leave the dining space and on your way to the master suite, you will notice that we have opted for a bathroom just off of the hallway there for guests to use. We made it into a cabana bath, so we've got a full-size shower in there, access to the patio outside, so that if you had a pool or something like that, people could come in without having to traipse through the entire home. It really makes a nice private space for guests to use.
All right. So
the entire rant I went on that is completely meaningless to your question. This is what I was talking about. The wall of rock.
the stone wall. Yeah, it's just beautiful.
Literally.
It's worth talking about because
Yes.
it is just beautiful that whole wall, straight from the back of the kitchen all the way across into the dining area. Just gorgeous, gorgeous rock. I mean, I can't say enough about this kitchen. I mean, there's very little we didn't do in this kitchen. It's just absolutely a showcase. You've got the under cabinet lighting in there. You've got your pot filler. You've got the center island. I love the new pop-up outlets, that we have in the islands now that are included in all of our homes that have islands. It's a wireless charger. It's got lots of plugs in there. Just a great thing. The barn doors, absolutely gorgeous. Just everything.
So yeah, this is one of the highlights, right, Jen? I mean, this is
Yes.
Yeah.
It really, that stone accent wall, they pulled that stone that's on the exterior and brought it in to match the fireplace, and it just all ties in really well. The farmhouse sink is another beautiful touch. The pot filler as well. The champagne faucets. You have a variety of options that are available to you within our portfolio. The team truly did an amazing job with this. And the view of the butler's pantry just from the kitchen is stunning as well.
Yeah. Like the nicest microwave ever.
Right. So fancy.
We framed it so nicely and everything.
Yes.
Just gorgeous.
Of course, popcorn. It'll work. My guilty pleasure, popcorn and M&Ms.
I love it. The stack cabinets above as well just really add a whole bunch of additional storage as well. And that small island, we can't really see it here, but on the other side, there is built-in cabinets in there.
Yeah, lots of storage.
Yeah, lots of
Mhm.
storage. And here's that butler's pantry and pantry. So just even more storage in that space. And you've got those floating shelves in the butler's pantry that are just gorgeous. And then you've got the hidden storage for the not so pretty stuff. And yeah, just the amount of shelving in this pantry. I actually showed the video to my daughters, and they were like, "Who reaches the top shelf?" Because Eric's really tall. Like the top two shelves, like you gotta put the stuff up there. You don't want to get too
Or
much.
you put the stuff that you don't want your wife to grab. Exactly.
Yes, you won't need a library ladder. You just kind of get to the top.
You can have your Beauty and the Beast moment where you just like
Right.
slide
So,
across in your lap.
yes, I love it. Yeah, and it also has room for additional freezer space as well. We can't see it in the picture, but yeah, that extra fridge doesn't have to go in the garage anymore. It can now go in your pantry.
Yeah, nice. Very nice.
Where am I going to hide my drinks from my kids? Y'all are destroying dadhood.
Yeah.
with all this.
Well, I
There are
just
reasons we hide things in places. There's reasons the fridges go in the garages. There's
and before we leave, the backsplash I think in the butler's pantry
Oh,
is
yes.
just beautiful.
Yeah.
Like it's just gorgeous.
very nice.
Yes.
I know I said an 8-person table in the video. I did go to Harvard on the Brazos up in College Station. I can count to 6 and 8.
There's a leaf somewhere.
There's a leaf somewhere.
We
Yeah, I
can pull
guarantee
2 more
you.
chairs into this. I guarantee you we've got a leaf in a closet
Yeah.
somewhere. Yeah.
Absolutely. And if not, then there's also a formal dining option that you can add to the plan. So if this is not enough room for you and you have a bigger table, you have options.
Very
Yeah, and
good.
I love you've got 2 walls of windows essentially, because the wall you can't see is actually a door out onto the back porch. Just so
Yes.
much light, so much natural light, big open space, just beautiful.
Huge windows, 6x6. They're beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're enormous. And again, with the setting, guys, you can't replicate this on one of our design centers that are on a freeway. Like we are on a 3-acre lot, pine trees, woods. If you're really trying to get an idea of what it's going to be like living out there, this is the absolute best place to go. visit,
Yes,
for sure.
100%. And then you've got that cabana bath. Like it would usually be a powder room in this space, but we did opt to go ahead and put that cabana bath in, and it's just wonderful space. You've got essentially your full bathroom because you've got the shower in there. It does have an exterior door. You can see it reflected in the mirror.
Yes.
That goes to that back porch, so you have access to a bathroom without having to traipse through the rest of the house. And I really like the flooring that they chose in there is actually a brick tile, so it's got a little bit of a grit to it. So if you are wet coming in from a pool, you're not going to slip as much on that floor. So it's really a unique feature. I like how they use it.
Really sharp.
Yes.
Cool. I think we got two questions we want to cover real quick.
Yeah, we do. Let me get those up.
Then we'll see if we can get through this entire house in an hour. It's gonna be tight. I don't think we're gonna make it.
Yeah, we might run over, folks. Sorry.
We will be here. Y'all, we have to be here till 6 o'clock, whether you're here or not. So y'all stay.
All
here.
right. So we've got Ryan saying we signed a contract last week. Awesome. Welcome. Building
Congratulations.
a Tampico C in unincorporated Liberty County. What is the current contract to closing timeline?
Jen, what do y'all tell people right now? I have an answer, but I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to defer to Jen.
We tell our clients in a worst case scenario about a year. Could we say earlier, depending on the size of the house? Absolutely. But on days like today where we just get, there's weeks at a time where we'll get 4 different seasons within a week and you just don't know what the weather is going to bring. And we don't like to disappoint either. So we like to extend that to a year, factoring in the county, weather conditions, and then your build time as well.
Great. Well
Yeah.
said. Perfect.
Yes.
Our goal on every house, Ryan, is 12 months or less. Our total cycle time is 12 months or less.
Mhm.
Sometimes it's 9 or 10. Sometimes it's 14, 15.
Mhm.
Some rare city scenarios, it's 16. But again, going back to our business model, the faster the better for us without sacrificing quality or safety. That's
Mhm.
kind of where we are on that. As quickly as possible without sacrificing quality or safety.
Absolutely. All right. And then we've got Randy saying, we've been to the Lone Star model home. We'd like to see what other ideas people have come up with. Any way to see plans and changes that other people have made. So yes, Randy, we actually often show on these shows, we'll show actual customer homes. So we'll go through their homes and show you exactly the changes that they made to the plan. We do not have a Lone Star specifically But you can see a lot of ideas that you can apply into our other homes. So we've done that. Like I said, this plan was designed specifically to be this model. So we hadn't really extended it to customers until recently. But yeah, you can go and watch those videos. We have a number of them on our YouTube channel that you could just watch the video by itself. You can also watch these conversations like this where we talk in more depth about the changes that they made and show those to you. And then we have a ton of content on our website showing the changes that they've made. So lots of good inspiration out there on the ideas that other people have had.
Yes. This plan is fairly new as well. So until someone actually is done with construction, then maybe we can show you guys some more custom features that other families did.
We do have a number of them on contract all over the state.
Yeah, we do.
Yes, we do.
We will have some. This time next year, we'll be showing you all kinds of customer Lone Stars.
Yes.
And then we've got Charlie just shouting out Jenn. She's the one helping us build our home in Republic Grand Ranch. Awesome.
Yes.
How cool is that?
We're rocking and rolling soon. We're ready.
You're Tilson famous, Jenn. Well done.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's take a look at the gorgeous master suite.
Let's check it out. Guys, drop your questions in.
So just like with any home, the kitchen is the heart and soul of the Lone Star design. We opted for the alternate kitchen, which gives you 2 separate islands, kind of a buffet and serving island. So the master bedroom of the Lone Star model is almost 16 by 19 feet. It's one of the largest master suites we have in any of our portfolio. Has gorgeous windows that look out the back, allowing natural light to pour in and let you view your entire space. You can see what's going on in the backyard, watch the kids play, watch the deer. It's just a great place to sit and relax and a great place to end your day. So we've done quite a few little custom features in the master. We'd opted for some beautiful kind of board and bat replicating what's on the outside of the home on both walls of the master, as well as kind of a cathedral ceiling that's got some box beam details on there. And we think that, again, that helps bring those outside features in and just really make the space your own. All those things can be opted for in your own colors that you want to do. So now let's go take a look at the crown jewel of this home, which is the master bathroom. So one of the first things you're going to notice as you go into the master bath is a barn door that we opted for. Again, trying to bring those rustic exterior features in. And then you cannot help but notice the gorgeous arabesque glossy tile that we've done, cathedral ceiling, and alternate master bath. But there's a lot of little features in here. Of course, you have a private water closet in there. We've opted for lots of cabinetry on both sides. The vanities are truly separated, so everybody has their own space. There are outlets inside of these cabinets, so you could have curling irons, things like that plugged in, hair straighteners. Also, we've opted to put some hampers on the other side, so you can put your dirty clothes in there, towels, everything like that, tons of storage. And then we've opted again for this custom shower that is truly a walkthrough. So we've got the niches for your shampoo and soaps that we've also replicated that arabesque tile. We've opted for these windows that let the natural light come in, but up high enough we still maintain privacy. Dual shower heads with removable wands, as well as rain head showers, and just what is really the most custom. We had to top the LaSalle bathroom, and our design team knocked it out of the park. This is one of the most luxurious bathrooms you would ever see, including in a spa. Really incredible. So as we walk all the way through, of course you got seating in the shower, everything that the other side has, this side has as well. So the vanity, storage space, drawers, outlets, places to hide the different deals. We also have separate his and hers closets. Both are walk-in and they are truly separated. So you got this one here, but the one I really want to show you is a really cool feature that we got a lot of feedback on from customers, which is a closet connected to the utility room. So again, this has 2 separate walk-in closets. We actually opted to put windows in the walk-in closets. Part of it's for the side elevations, but also we get feedback that sometimes clothes look different with natural light than they do just with the white light of overhead. So we tried to incorporate that based on feedback from our customers, and we really knocked it out of the park. It looks fantastic. Coolest part of this feature though, the utility room is right on the other side of this walk-in closet, so let's go check it out. So again, we have so many customers that are living far away, rural places, love the idea of having a utility room right off the master closet. You can see that we've done a fantastic job. Plenty of room for a large washer and dryer. You got storage on both sides, place to fold clothes on both sides, lots of cabinet storage, shelf. We opted to go with a gorgeous tile backsplash all the way to the ceiling. Very unique floor coverings throughout the home, so you can see all the different customizations that you can do about yours. And in addition, on the back side of the utility room, there's even more storage. I mean, this is massive. You got tons and tons of storage for your paper towels, your Tide, your everything that you would possibly need living out in the country. Lots and lots of storage. Then this door leads out back into the drop zone.
Okay, sold.
Right?
Yeah.
That's the one.
14 of them.
That's the one. Yeah. And the answer to your question already is, can we put that bathroom in another house? The answer is probably not. But doesn't mean we can't try, right, Jen?
Right.
Yeah.
If you want this bathroom on a canyon, yeah, sure. Numbers will talk, we'll lay it out. We'll add the square footage needed. And if the budget approves, then we can make it happen.
We'll roll.
Yeah. So this bedroom is just enormous too. I mean, the bathroom, we'll get to that soon, because I know that's what everybody wants to look at again. But yeah, this bedroom is just massive. I love the wall treatment, and that it's kind of mirroring. It's on both walls, and that ceiling, and again, more and more natural light. You've got the tall windows with the transom windows above it. I mean, just absolutely just gorgeous. I love this space.
Yes, and those are 7 tall windows with the minis still on top of that. So that just to kind of paint a picture, those are some big windows.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Eric, how tall are you?
So I'm 6'3", and
Wow.
I was going to actually mention that in the utility room when we got there. But like, what's lost on people on these videos, particularly in the customer ones, is there's another full-grown man in the room with me.
Right. Yeah.
So it's not just me walking around in that space. Like, there's 2 dudes, and he's got like camera equipment and stuff. Like, this room's big. Like, it's big. And if I'm standing against that back wall, I'm like maybe the top 2/3 of that window. Like, it's, and I'm not a small human. Cuddly, not small. No one would agree with that.
Yep. All right, there's that bathroom, and just I don't even know what to say. Like, it's just absolutely amazing. The tile.
Star of the show.
Yeah, the chandelier, that color tile that goes all the way to the ceiling behind that freestanding tub. I mean, just absolutely beautiful, like breathtaking.
The tile going to the ceiling, it just really pops, and then that touch in the niches, it just really ties everything well together.
Mm-hmm. And then you've got your 2 dedicated vanity spaces, with where you've got so much storage and cabinetry, you can hide everything and just be, can always look this serene and spa-like all the time. Just love it. It's just gorgeous.
Yes, the wall sconces next to the mirrors also make a big difference as well. That's something different that we don't typically do within our models. We usually do the light fixtures that are above the mirror, but this time they took them to the sides. And even if you were to turn off the other lights within that master bath, it still brings in a lot of light with those windows behind it. So it's a beautiful touch. That rectangular tub is basically a pool almost for us small people. Maybe not for you, Eric, but...
It was funny when shooting this with David. I told him, I make these comments, right? I don't have a script for these things. Not that doesn't show. But I said, spa like. He's like, how many spas you been in? I'm like, probably less than 2. And then same thing. He gave me a really hard time when I mentioned, you can plug in your hair straightener. He's like, a lot of experience with the hair straightener. I'm just like, bro, don't test me right now. I don't want to. Trying hard. I do have a daughter and a wife, so yeah, I've seen a hair straightener. I know why. I know why we're late.
You see them strewn all over the counter.
Exactly. Yeah. That's exactly right.
You understand the advantage. Yeah.
David. I'm an easy target. What can I say?
Just beautiful. All righty.
Jason did give a shout out to the.
Yes, absolutely. Thank you, Jason. Yeah, it is. He says, if anyone has not seen the Lone Star, you're missing out. This is Tilson's finest hour, gorgeous home. Yeah, and even as good as it looks in this video, because David does an amazing job of creating these videos for us.
Given the talent he has to work with, he does an incredible job.
Yeah, exactly.
You don't have to agree. It's okay.
But it looks so much better in person.
It does.
Yeah.
The videos and pictures do not do justice, you guys. You have to come out and see it in person.
Particularly if you're watching this on your phone. Like, you really need to come out and do this.
Absolutely. All right. Well, let's take a look at the drop zone in the garage and that
We
front.
will. Folks, we know it's right at 3:00. If you got something to do, just skip it. It doesn't matter. It's not that big a deal. You can do it tomorrow. Stay here with us. We're going to keep answering your questions. Drop your questions in the chat. There's no reason. You're going to be. You're getting the day off tomorrow too, because the road's going to be dangerous. So don't bother. Like, don't worry about that.
Yeah, you belong here. You belong here.
That's right.
All right. Here
We're
we
here
go.
to help or enable, whatever.
So on our way to the other bedrooms, we have to stop off and check out the drop zone of this home. Such cool features, places for your pet stuff, dog food, all those kind of things. Places for your muddy boots when you're done working outside or running through. Lots and lots of storage in this utility cabinet. Again, with the same soft close drawers and doors that we have throughout the home. Lots of cubbies and storage, places for hats, purses, backpacks, everything that you would be needing on your way out to the garage, which we can go check out next. So on the model in Republic Grand Ranch, we opted to go with a 3-car side load garage. Side load garage is required in this particular subdivision. We did it so we could turn it into our design center so that when our customers are here, they can choose all their selections, just like all of our locations across the state. You're having to run all over the place trying to find your light fixtures, plumbing fixtures, tile, floor. It's all right here in one-stop shop to make it yours. So on our way to the other side of the home, you're going to really take advantage of the split floor plan design of the Lone Star model. So we've explored this entire side of the home where the master suite, the kitchen, the utility, garage, that whole space is that empty nesters could truly just live in. And now as we cross the family room and the foyer, we're on our way to, we've actually even a different kind of split floor plan design where our design drafting team was able to put a mother-in-law suite, guest quarters, that is separate from the other spare bedrooms, and they don't have any common walls at all. So there's bathrooms separating it. So beautiful mother-in-law suite here, room for lots of large furniture. We've opted for a real soffit type of ceiling, again, because it matches the ceiling on the front and back porches, bringing those exterior elements in. Lots of really cool features in here. It actually has its own private ensuite bathroom, so someone could truly be living in this part of the house unobstructed from anywhere else in the family. So we've got massive shower with plenty of storage, niche, gorgeous tile customizations done in here, and again, a massive walk-in closet that somebody could live and stay for a while or be very comfortable if they're just here for a couple days. Now let's go take a look at the other 2 bedrooms.
All right. So here's that utility room and drop zone space. So yeah, just absolutely gorgeous. Again, I think the laundry room space, the tile that the designer picked is just absolutely gorgeous. And, you know, Eric showed you guys all of the storage that's in there. So plenty of space for everything. And the drop zone, just a great addition as well.
And again, like I said, like David and I are doing like this dance in this room, but the room's big enough for 2 grown men, him with a camera system, and me to walk around, show you the different cabinets. Like, it's big. It's a really big space.
Mm-hmm.
Does the space like this need a drop zone? Probably not, but it has one, so it doesn't matter. Yeah, you're getting it.
I think every home needs a drop zone so that the stuff gets left, because otherwise it's somewhere else.
Yes.
And there is that guest suite. So yeah, just a very, very great space if you've got, you know, more long-term guests that live with you, you know, mother-in-law suite space that live with you all the time. You know, you've got, again, big, kind of the theme of the house, big windows, lots of natural light. Love the ceiling treatment in here that, you know, calls back to the front porch and brings that inside. And then you've got that massive walk-in shower in that space and a really big walk-in closet.
Yes, I don't know if you can see it, but there is a bench in that walk-in shower, which is really nice. And it's frameless, semi-frameless, and then all the earthy tones going throughout the house are really nice. And green cabinets is not something we typically do either, but just had to throw that in there. You have different options to pick from. As far as
Exactly.
that.
And I would have, like, if someone ran these colors by me, they don't, and I don't want to see them ever whenever they're like, I would have been like, absolutely not. We ain't put no green cabinets in the house. And walking around,
guys, that is a big up and coming thing.
This
The dark green cabinets with the gold hardware is a very popular choice. It's coming. It's coming.
Yes. Quartz countertops, just beautiful how it all ties in together. 11-foot ceilings with those 7-foot tall windows. That vinyl just ties in well with the ceiling treatments that they added. It just chef's kiss. I can't get over this house.
Yeah. Just absolutely beautiful.
And there's just one little jewel inside. Like it's amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You don't want your guests to stay too long, but enough to where they feel comfortable, right?
I got some tricks to make them feel uncomfortable if you ever need to just reach out. I can help you out with that too. All right, so yeah, we got another video or two to do, but yeah, do drop your questions in the chat. We want to hear from you. We got a couple of announcements at the end of the show as well, but hang in there with us. We'll get through this monstrosity of a 4,000 square foot house.
Yeah, we just got one more video, so hang in. We're gonna look at the rest of the bedrooms and then the backyard.
You want to stay for the backyard if you haven't already.
Yes.
Yeah.
So on the other side of this side of the home, opposite the mother-in-law suite, is the hallway that leads to the other spare bedrooms. Ordinarily, they would share a bathroom, but we've opted to go with a Jack and Jill bath, so they both have kind of their own private space. On your way there is a massive utility closet here. You can store all of your linens, things like that, or the Christmas tree if you wanted to do that. It would all fit in there. Lots of space for all of your blankets and sheets and all that kind of stuff for your guests to have. And as we walk through here, you're going to see that the front bedroom of this Jack and Jill style has gorgeous views out the front. You can see all your beautiful property. They have their own sink, so they're in their own laundry hamper cabinet. So there's no reason that clothes need to be strewn all over the place. Each of these bedrooms has its own walk-in closet. So again, every single bedroom in this home has a walk-in closet. Again, their own vanity space. They share a water closet and tub shower area. We've opted for a really cool customization. Again, more natural light coming in. There's another storage closet inside of here for toilet paper, towels, washcloths, that kind of stuff. The other room also has its own hamper. We opted for some framed mirrors to go in here. And then this one has beautiful views of the backyard. So again, either situation, you're gonna have plenty of natural light coming in. Those walk-in closets, which are so important these days for the kiddos, to get their stuff off the floor and into a closet. Now we can go check out the back patio. So one of the greatest features of the Lone Star design is its back patio entertaining space. We've opted to go with, of course, the cathedral ceiling, as we mentioned, that goes from the family all the way out to the patio, and this beautiful 12-foot wide, 8-foot tall patio door. These doors are available in 12-foot widths or 16-foot widths, and this is one of the few rooms you could actually go with a 16-foot and it would work, but it just really brings out as one large open entertaining space, especially when the weather's great like it is today. So the back patio of the Lone Star model, we opted for the cathedral ceiling, as you can see here, beautiful truss. It is one of the largest, if not the largest, back patios that we offer extended on any of our designs. It's almost 26 feet wide, over 18 feet deep. It is absolutely stunning for a place to has separate seating areas. You have multiple places to sit and eat, hang out with your friends, enjoy your land. And that's really what this is all about, is for you to enjoy the space that you bought and invite us into this process. So the Lone Star model offers a lot of options. You know, we've opted for like we've told you, the cathedral ceiling on the porch and into the family room, cathedral ceiling in the master, alternate master bath, alternate kitchen, Jack and Jill bath. There are endless things you can do with this plan. You can do those on our website, or you can do them here in the design center with a consultant. You know, as with all of our plans, you're going to pick everything. So the stone that we're using, the floors, the ceilings, the different custom treatments we're doing, light fixtures, plumbing fixtures, cabinet hardware, door hardware, color of the windows, it's all going to be up to you guys for whatever you want to do on your home and making it yours. So we hope you can come out here and see this home sometime in Willis, Texas, in Republic Grand Ranch, and we genuinely soon hope to make you part of the Tilson family.
So yeah, absolutely gorgeous. So this is the two bedrooms that are kind of, tucked into the back of the house. Very large large bedrooms. These are full-size beds, and still plenty of room to walk around in those space. And they both have large windows, bringing in all that natural light. Yeah, just great spaces. And I love the designers did a great job with the staging of the home, staging and decorating the home. Just absolutely gorgeous.
Yeah.
Yes, there's that green again. And these rooms are 13 by 13, y'all. 10-foot ceilings, 8-foot doors. Those back windows again are 7-foot tall. That's a full-size bed there. Those wall accents again, the wainscot going across that back bedroom, some board and bat on the other. Just truly beautiful. And the walk-in closets,
And they're large walk-in closets. Like I've seen
large.
bedrooms with smaller walk-in closets than these guys have.
Yes. No dead space whatsoever. Just everything oversized. Just go big or go home, you guys. Go big or go home.
My daughter came to the grand opening, and I got, she walked through the house and saw the closets, and I got the look. I got the look.
Yes.
Like the look.
Yeah, I'm a little concerned. I'm bringing my daughters in a few weeks, and since I'm planning a new house, they're gonna get big eyes. I've already explained we're not building this, guys.
We can make it happen, Dawn. We can make it happen.
No. We are building Mom's downsize home. They're supposed to. I'm close to the finish line. They're supposed to be going.
They always come back. You sound like my clients.
Fly, little birdies. Fly.
Yes. You sound like my clients. They say they're downsizing and then still accommodate rooms for all of the guests, which they leave, but they always come back.
We gotta have Mima's dining table and
yes,
the hutch that we were given at our wedding, and just like the ice cream maker we don't use. Yeah,
I had hopes. I was optimistic. I remember an Allard telling me he was going to build a 1,200 square foot house. Like we all are optimistic.
I tried. That's where I started.
It's where you start, not where you finish.
Technically, my first house was 1,179 square feet.
Well, then you did it once. You were just telling me history.
I miss it dearly.
Especially when it's time to clean.
Yeah.
But yeah, here's that beautiful Jack and Jill bath. I love this arrangement because it's a way to give each child their own space without having to have another full bathroom. But they each just get so much space, lots of storage. You got that laundry hamper cabinet, so that doesn't need to be messing up their rooms. They get their own sink, so they can get ready in the morning and then share, the water closet and the shower. And again, the tile in the shower, I just think is amazing as well. It's just beautiful.
Green is the theme around the house. It's really nice. And those are full-size vanities. They're about 4 feet wide, not counting that tall cabinet.
Right.
But just so much room, so much storage. And there's even a linen closet within that tub shower and commode area. So more storage.
A lot.
A lot.
And yeah, there's that backyard, that rear porch. I'm sure those doors are closed really tight today because it's a little chilly, but on a nice day, yeah, you can just open it up and you've got that huge entertaining space. And, like Eric was talking about, you can see much better in the video, the retaining wall and all of that, but just, you've got so much space. I loved at the grand opening being able to see, we had all those kids that were there and they were just playing in the backyard and running around, and just really, this is a great space.
Yes, and to help paint a better picture, that patio door is a 2-panel. So it's a 4-panel, but 2 of the panels will open down the center. It's a 12-foot wide door, and the windows next to it are 3 feet wide. I believe in our portfolio there is a patio door that's a little bit wider than that. So yes, you have options. So can we go bigger? Yes, but this is already beautiful as it is.
Yeah, I think the only place we can't do it would be like your Gulf Coast counties, your windstorm counties. So counties of the Gulf of Mexico, and not because they wouldn't withstand it. They just haven't done the testing and certification.
Right.
But I can drive you to Tilson homes that were built in the 1950s and 60s that are still there. So there's that.
Tilson tough.
We were there before Hurricane Carly, and that was like 1961 or 67 or something. But
wow.
Whatever. Anyway. No need to rant about bureaucracies today. It's a good day. It's a great day. Not that they're working. Hey-o. All right. Moving on.
All right. Let's see if we have any questions. So yeah, we've got Pam saying hello from Colorado County. We had our color appointment this past Friday for our Angelina build.
Oh, that's fun.
That is lots of fun.
Yes, those are always exciting.
Then we've got Randy saying, I live in Cypress, would be working with the Katy office, but Lone Star experts are in Willis, but building in Canyon Lake. Would like to Facebook message with you guys that are building the Lone Star.
So yes, I don't have a question for us. That's a question for
that's a question
community.
for the community. So yeah, if anybody building a Lone Star wants to make friends with Randy. And then we've got Nicola saying the camera doesn't do this home justice. It blew me away. I didn't want to leave. I love it so much. And Jenn is the best. She's really patient and knows her stuff. Oh, that's so nice.
We're drawing out a true custom plan for her. So yeah, we're rocking and rolling.
Awesome.
There's one more from Randy about the patio.
Yeah. So yeah, why 2 doors to the patio, one around the corner from the other?
Great question. Well, I'll let Jenn defer, and then I have an answer. But I'll let Jenn.
Why 2? The plan it's designed that way. Again, it's truly custom. So if you're not a fan of those full glass French doors off of the side in the dining, we can always add an additional window there. If you already know that while you're functioning through the home, you're not going to be using those doors, we can always add some windows there or just totally delete them. But why the doors there?
I actually do know. So I was part of the team that designed this model, and our logic there, we knew that we were going to do the big sliding glass doors.
Yeah.
And those are something like if you're opening it, it's a really big opening because of how tall those doors are, how wide they go open. So we wanted to do that other door off of the dining room so that if for some reason it's like really cold and you didn't want to open up the living room or bring in the noise or whatever, you had another exit out onto the porch that was a little bit smaller. So brought in less of the cold, less of the noise. And then there's actually a third door, Randy, like we were talking about earlier, that is that cabana bath door. It's just set back a little bit. So that was kind of our logic for the doors. But like Jenn was saying, if that's too many for you, you can opt for windows instead.
Yeah, it's important kind of going back right into what the stock plan has on it, which does the porch doesn't extend all the way over behind that dining area.
Mm-hmm.
That's something that we opted for on the extended porch. So you would typically have like just your classic double French doors that swing out onto that patio, both from the family room as well as from the dining space.
Right.
We have seen customers that they would prefer to not have doors on the family room at all, like not even swinging doors, just windows across there. And then you can push your furniture all the way back against that. And then your access to the rear porch would be from the dining space, or vice versa. You don't have to have the doors on the dining space. Put a window or double windows there, or a wall there if you have a specific hutch, or what is the big thing with the dining? There's a word for the furniture.
China cabinet.
Thank
China
you.
cabinet.
Yeah,
Yep.
super sophisticated over here. You can't take the kid out of Grimes County. Anyway, so if you didn't want to have a door going out there, you could. So just trying to be able to show you that you can access that porch from different places, and you can just have one if you want. I'm with you. I wouldn't have probably doors all over the place. I love the sliding doors. I think that's awesome. The day that we were filming this, it was like a Chamber of Commerce weather. So you could actually have those things open, and now you have a space double the size of your family room that you can entertain in.
Yes.
I'd probably do that and nix the doors on the dining space, me personally.
Yeah. I do want to point out
your notes to portfolio.
Thank you.
Yeah. I do want to point out. Pointing out too, those doors do swing out to the outside. So when they do open, they're not opening into your dining space to where people have to, rework and see where they can walk around. No, it's just a straight shot. They open outside, so it's not even intruding into that dining space.
That's a great point. And Randy was helping me out with my word salad. He let me know.
Yeah, I see that.
Thank you for doing that. All right, so thank y'all for joining us doing this. Dawn, what announcements do we have? We got some announcements coming up.
We've got a lot of stuff going on. Sydney mentioned, she said the word reunion and seeing us. So all of our offices are going to be closed for the next couple of days because we are doing company-wide training meeting for everyone who can make it to San Antonio. So that we call that our family reunion. So that's what she was referencing. And then we also have a lot of stuff going on in Tilson land. So we've got 3 seminars this weekend if you want to, meet with other people, in person and kind of talk to other homeowners or people who are talking about doing this process. So we have 3 of those, one in Katy, one in Bryan, and one in Weatherford. That's this weekend. Next weekend, we actually are working on the Brazoria model in spring, and we are going to have our Behind the Sheetrock event out at that home. That is a great opportunity, if you're looking at builders to see what is actually behind the walls. So we're showing you our model homes, and they're pretty, and we've got them staged, and it's important to what your house looks like when it's done. Absolutely. But really where the true quality of your home is behind that sheetrock and the stuff that you can't see. So this is an opportunity to come out and see what that looks like on our homes. So you're going to be able to actually see, how we do our framing, how the mechanicals are put into place. And we have the builder out there actually explaining why we make the choices that we do when we are building our homes and how we do that. So that's a great opportunity if you want to come out for that. It may be a little chilly, but we do have blankets for you and all that stuff. So come on and check it out. And then the weekend after that, February 8th, we will actually be down in Angleton doing the grand opening for those models. So very excited about that event. If you have not been to our Angleton location, definitely encourage you to come see those. The Arlington and the Refugio are the two models we're showing. And we will have the construction team down there to do a couple of seminars. One thing about that is going to be a little different from the other events that we host at our design centers is we have a very small parking lot in Angleton. So we are requiring people to pre-register for that because we have real limits and restrictions on how many cars can fit there. And unfortunately, we don't have the extra land that we have at a lot of our design centers that we could extend parking. So we really can only take a max of 20 families per session. So we are going to do 2 sessions. So please go to the website and RSVP for that. And I'm at a bit of a disadvantage. I'm already at the reunion, so I don't have my multiple screens and I'm not even on my computer right now. So I will drop you guys links and make sure that you have that after the show. But would love to see you guys at those events.
Jen, you see, this is what I have to deal with. You
I
cannot
know.
sound
I'm
good.
sorry.
No, it's unbelievable, really.
I'll try to do better.
You guys are doing great.
Other than that, there's not really much going on at Tilson.
Other than that, it's like real quiet here. We got nothing.
So many good things happening. And if you guys have already come out to one of the seminars or even one of the grand openings, I encourage you guys to come out again. There's always people asking new questions. And the more you hear the information, the better you can educate yourself for the process. And truly, it's just getting to meet the Tilson community and see how we can help you and make your vision come true.
Perfectly said. Yeah. So I mean, that's exactly right. Getting to talk to like-minded people that are doing this thing, and there's not a question out there that you're not thinking of that somebody else isn't thinking of too. So
Right.
go ahead and ask those questions. Obviously, we are so grateful y'all came into this. Dawn, thanks for putting this together. Jen, thank you for taking time out of your day to join us. Thank you all for watching, and we will come back at you soon. And in between now and then, we hope to make you part of the Tilson family. We'll see y'all later.
Bye, everybody.
Bye, you guys.